It's a busy man on Radio Row here in Los Angeles, LeGarrette Blount. I've seen him out here every day pushing his new product, LG's Feel Good. LeGarrette, man, I mean, it's Friday now.
Yeah.
Super Bowl 56. You've played in a lot of these games. You're a three-time Super Bowl champion. What are you going through at this time as a player, just a couple, hours away from the big game?
Man, you're putting your finishing touches on right now. You're already locked in. You should have been locked in a week ago. It's put everything away. Don't worry about you shouldn't be, but don't worry about, the cell phone. You can't be worried about any tickets. You can't be worried about who's going to make it and who's not. You can't be worried about any of that stuff, man. It's just last minute preparations. Look at the iPad, a couple more times. Look at the game plan a couple more times. Just relax and get off of your feet. Just things like that that'll carry over into the game on Sunday. Just things like that is a difference maker, because there's a lot of guys that aren't going to be doing that. A lot of guys are going to be doing the opposite of that. They're going to be still checking to see if everybody made it in, checking to see if their parents are at the hotel, or if they're coming over to say hi, stuff like that, man. You just got to have laser focus right now.
Yeah. So you got to hoist the Lombardi Trophy 3 times in your career, but are there any lasting memories from these weeks leading up that you remember from your career?
Nah, not the weeks leading up to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I mean, there was nothing really crazy. And New England is just, put everything aside. Just on the 2 weeks of your life, you just zone in, lock in, and put all your focus on this one game.
Yeah.
That was how it was in New England. And in Philly, it was a little bit more laid back, a little bit more relaxed. But in my eyes, I felt like the first 2 times I won by doing this.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do this. Y'all
Sure.
can relax and have fun and be cool, but I'm gonna lock in. I think the only thing I did was go out to the mall one time to get some food with the guys, and then that was it.
Yeah. If it ain't broke,
Yeah,
Exactly.
that was it.
So, I mean, Philly, that was a huge Super Bowl victory. It was obviously coming off the past year. You were in New England where you won a Super Bowl. What was the most wild parade that you experienced? Who did it the best?
Man, the parade wise, they were both dope, man. They were both fun, man. But man, that New England parade that was crazy, and it lasted for a really long time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was, they stop, they let you get off, they let you hang out. They slow down, they go, So it wasn't just consistent moving the whole time. I think the Philly parade, it was pretty consistent. Obviously they're driving slow through the city or whatever, but it just didn't last as long.
Yeah. I want to get to LG's Feel Good, but I want to ask you, I think there's a lot of talk about the quarterbacks in this game, the wide receivers, the defensive backs, the defenses, but the running game is not getting a lot of run this week. Are we sleeping on Joe Mixon and Cam Akers over in Los Angeles?
I think that's going to be the key factors on who wins or who loses. If the Rams could get their run game going, then obviously they're probably the most dynamic and most potent offense. And if the Bengals want a chance, they got to get Joe Mixon. They got to get him going in the run game. They got to take advantage of him in the pass game. They got to throw the ball to him, 5-6 times. They got to get the ball to P. Ryan 5 or 6 times. They got to get these back catches, and they got to get them going in the run game if the Bengals want a chance, because obviously that shortens the game. That gives Stafford and that offense a lot less chance to get on the field and put up points, because they got the ball the whole time. So running the ball is going to be a key factor in this game.
Yeah, establishing the run, can it calm the nerves a little bit too for maybe?
Oh yeah. For an offensive coordinator, I'm pretty positive it can calm your nerves, because when you get into the point to where you can only call pass plays, you only got so many pass plays. You know what I'm saying? And these defenses aren't dumb. They're smart guys. They're in the league for a reason, because they're the best of the best. So I'm pretty sure once they start seeing a handful of concepts, and you start having to repeat those concepts because you can't run the football, that's when the turnovers occur.
Now, you're out here and you're promoting a product, LG's Feel Good. It's been since 2020 that the league took marijuana off banned substance list. Are you seeing an improvement as far as how players are handling pain management, getting away from maybe some things like that they're developing problems with.
Yeah, I think it'll be huge for a lot of these guys to take this route. I think the league, pretty much didn't have a choice, because these guys are dealing with pain, naturally in different ways. And my product is all organic, all natural. It's 100% THC free. It's just CBD isolate. So they can take my product and not have to worry about any kind of drug testing either where it goes. And my stuff, I have 3 topicals and I have two that you can take obviously orally. And my topicals are, I have a salve, I have a rollerball, and I have pain patches. Pain patches last 24 to 36 hours. The guys can play with these on.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? You can take a shower with these on. You can work out with these on.
Yeah.
They're not going to come off unless you're ready for them to come off. And I got sleep gummies and anxiety drops, which is also 2 other things that guys deal with in the league. So these things help me out a lot. And they did help me out a lot in even before I had my own brand, and those weren't as effective, but I got it to where my brand had, I felt like were the most effective, and I love them, and I use mine every single day. The pain patches I use every single day because obviously I'm an old guy, and I played 9 years in the NFL, so my body don't feel the same.
Right.
So I use my pain patches every single day, and I obviously use my anxiety drops and my anxiety drops and my sleep gummies because even when I was a kid, I had sleeping problems. My parents never really gave me like pills and stuff like that, or melatonin and stuff like that. Like I didn't get that growing up. I just had to just fight my way through it. Like if I stayed awake till 2 o'clock in the mornings, trying to fall asleep, and my parents coming in the room, and I'm like, and not really asleep, and then I gotta wake up at 7. And I'm tired, and you know how that goes. What I'm saying?
Glass of warm milk or something,
right,
horrible.
Right, gotta take a shower to wake all the way up, like so. So yeah, man, these help a lot. The sleep gummies and the anxiety drops are huge. It's for professional athletes. I have a lot of professional guys that take this, but I just want to let everybody know that this just isn't for professional athletes. This is for a stay-at-home mom, everyday working dad, nurse, doctor, firefighter, cameraman, whoever. You know what I'm saying? This works for everyone. This just isn't for professional athletes. It's for everybody.
Yeah, you can learn more about it, of course, social media. Follow them at LGS Feelgood, lgsfeelgood.com for more information. LeGarrette, always great to catch up with you.
Yes, sir.
Continued success in your post-playing career, man.
Appreciate
Thanks for
it, man.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for having me on.
It's the Locked On NFL podcast.